There's a cost most practitioners never calculate, the cost of staying silent in spaces that don't feel right. At first, silence feels like the mature choice. You don't want to create conflict. You don't want to disrupt the group. You don't want to be that person, so you stay quiet. You ignore what you notice. You soften your reactions. You tell yourself it's not a big deal, but silence is not neutral. Over time, it shapes the relationship you have with Reiki. When you consistently override your awareness to maintain peace, Reiki notices. Not with judgment, with distance, because Reiki communicates through honesty, and silence, when it's used to avoid truth, creates interference. The cost doesn't show up immediately. It accumulates. Your practice feels duller. Your intuition feels less sharp. Your sessions feel less responsive. And instead of connecting that shift to the environment you're in, most practitioners internalize it. They assume they're tired. They assume they're blocked. They assume they need to fix themselves, but often what's actually happening is relational erosion. Every time you silence your perception, you teach yourself not to trust it. And when you stop trusting your own awareness, Reiki has fewer places to land. This is the quiet cost. Not dramatic collapse, not obvious burnout, just gradual disconnection that no one talks about. Staying silent in misaligned spaces doesn't protect the relationship with Reiki, it strains it. Because Reiki doesn't ask you to be agreeable, it asks you to be accurate. Accuracy doesn't always require confrontation, but it does require acknowledgement. Sometimes the most aligned response is not to speak up in the room, but to step away from it. To stop offering your presence to spaces that require you to abandon your discernment. This isn't punishment. It's stewardship. Reiki matures when you choose environments that respect awareness instead of suppressing it. If you've ever felt yourself shrinking to stay connected to a group, pause. That shrinking isn't humility, it's a warning. I explore this dynamic and how silence quietly damages the practitioner-Reiki relationship in my book, Return of the Prodigal Reiki Practitioners, The Shadow Side of the Reiki Practice. This channel helps you recognize the cost. The book helps you respond without guilt or spiritual dramatics. You don't owe silence to misalignment. You owe honesty to the relationship that sustains your practice. Because Reiki doesn't leave when you make mistakes. It grows distant when you stop telling the truth to yourself.